1. In prayer, God keeps calling us, opening our hearts to charity. Prayer is nothing more than lifting our hearts or minds to God. God, the eternal present, is at all times beckoning us towards deeper union with Him. Pope Francis reminds us that the fruit of prayer is charity, selfless love. We cannot spend true time with God in prayer and remain untransformed by His charity. It is this encounter with charity itself, with God, that impels us to respond with charity towards others. 2. Joy springs from a grateful heart. As Christians, we are called to be witnesses of Christ's love and the Father's mercy. Joy is the fruit of holiness, of unity with God. May we be joyful people of resurrection whose light reflects the unquenchable light of God. Choose joy. 3. Rejoice in the Lord always. I say it again. Rejoice. As Pope Francis said in his homily during the canonization Mass of Junipero Serra, St. Paul practically orders us to rejoice. What a beautiful commandment! What often strikes people, Christian or not, about Pope Francis is his joy. Pope Francis radiates the joy of the gospel. It is precisely this joy that he exudes which attracts so many to him. This joy comes from the Lord. Only by rejoicing in Him will we be able to rejoice for Him and invite others into this joy. 4. God bless America. This statement from Pope Francis throughout his visit is short but powerful. Pope Francis, the Vicar of Christ, is calling down God's blessings upon the American nation. In so doing, he is blessing our roads, our work, our families, our very existence. May we be a people of blessing. May we be a blessing to others, living signs of the ultimate blessing of God. 5. If we want life, let us give life. If we want opportunities, let us provide opportunities. In his address to Congress, Pope Francis cited the Golden Rule as a solid foundation for promoting the common good. In our individualistic society, we often forget our vocation to promote the common good. It's difficult to see how our actions impact others. Pope Francis reminds us to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. 6. Faith brings us the light which scatters the darkness. Our world is wrought with injustice, suffering and hardship. The seeming lack of logic regarding suffering leads many to reject the notion of a benevolent, loving and present Creator. Pope Francis spoke the words above to a group of homeless individuals at Catholic Charities in Washington, D.C. In doing so, Pope Francis does not try to excuse injustice or suffering, but affirms that God does not abandon us to face it alone. 7. Jesus keeps knocking on our door in the faces of our brothers and sisters, in the faces of our neighbors, in the faces of those at our side. Oftentimes, it's tempting to love humanity as a whole and become frustrated with people in particular. This could mean being short with our coworker, impatient with a roommate, or ignorant of the impoverished we pass by on the street. Pope Francis reminds us that Christ is present in each and every one of us. He is knocking on the door of our hearts, asking us to invite Him in the face of those we reject, overlook or avoid. Let us start by loving people in particular in order to love humanity as a whole. 8. God is present in every one of you, in each one of us. Each of us is made in the image and likeness of God, which means that we all carry inherent dignity. Humanity's status as the epitome of God's creation means that we are called to treat others respectfully and be treated thus. By reminding ourselves not only that God is present within us, but in each one of us, we can begin to live according to our dignity and honor the dignity of every human life.